Presenting the thing.
Flying monkeys, robots, and lots of poop. Okay, it's official. That's what the name of the movie is.
Alright, here's the deal. I made this movie about flying monkeys, poop, and robots. It's completely AI generated. All the video, the dialogue. I had to help it out with some things because AI doesn't know what rotary cannons sound like. And the tracers I got from some mobile game called CRAM something or another, made by Hot Dog Games. It's the best one. So I did some voiceovers of some of the mouth animations that don't match the narrator. What else was I gonna say? I spent too much money on this shit, so y'all better enjoy it. Okay, have fun. Watch the fucking movie about monkey poop. Okay, I'll shut up now. Oh, and another thing, the AI did add a lot of things to the script that I didn't have in the prompt, like the scientists that made the poop-eating bacteria, and some other things, which is pretty interesting. I like the first part. The first iteration is kind of Tim Burton-y with the monochromatic attire and the architecture. Very almost kind of liminal space vibe. A lot of pastels. Anyway, okay, I'll stop. Sure.
This is Chip Gunderson reporting live from the, well, let's call it fragrant streets of Bumfuck, Ohio. The situation here is, to put it mildly, rather unusual. As you can see behind me, our quaint town is still grappling with what locals are calling the Great Simian Defecation. The situation has become so dire that citizens are resorting to extreme measures to protect themselves and their property.
It's a nightmare. I can't even hang my laundry without it becoming a modern art installation.
I assure you the Lollipop Guild is entirely responsible for this unfortunate situation.
We've tried everything from giant fly swatters to, really big nets. Nothing works. But I assure you, we're not giving up, but rest assured, we're not giving up. We've got our best minds working on a solution.
The CRAM systems were a bit enthusiastic. We accidentally took out Mrs. Johnson's prize-winning petunias.
But now, ladies and gentlemen, the cavalry has arrived, or should I say the robotry.
These Simon bots, or boner bots as the troops call them, are state-of-the-art monkey zapping machines.
Let's watch as they make their debut. Oh my, that's quite effective.
Well, we're developing a new strain of bacteria that feeds exclusively on monkey excrement.
Fascinating, and completely safe, I hope.
Oh, mostly. There's only a 2% chance of it mutating and consuming all organic matter in Ohio.
I don't trust them. What if they decide humans look like big monkeys?
That's preposterous. They'd never... Wait, Jenkins, why is that bot looking at me like that?
We're considering changing the town name. Monkey Business Ohio has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
As night falls on Bumfuck, one question remains. Is this the dawn of a new monkey-free era, or just another chapter in our town's bizarre saga?
All I know is I'm never watching The Wizard of Oz the same way again, and I might need a new umbrella.
This is Chip Gunderson signing off and, watching where I step. Back to you in the studio if it's still monkey-free.
Alright, that concludes the first very pretty and surreal part. But the second one is going to be a lot more dystopic and poopy, because I told the AI that I need a lot more poop, like poop inundating everything, and a lot more rotary cannon fire. But the AI didn't understand what rotary cannon fire is, so I had to help it out.
3 days later.
I'm standing here in what can only be described as a scene from a bizarre fever dream. This is Dick Skeeter reporting live from Bumfuck, Ohio, where the flying monkey crisis continues to wreak havoc. And let me tell you folks, it's absolute chaos. The air is thick with the deafening roar of gunfire and the unmistakable stench of, well, monkey business. You might be wondering how we got here, and trust me, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it myself. Bumfuck has become ground zero for an aerial assault of epic proportions. We're talking swarms of winged primates, raining down destruction and, let's just say, unwanted deposits on everything in sight. It's like someone took a twisted version of The Wizard of Oz and mashed it up with a war movie. For now, let's just say that the citizens of Bumfuck are living in a world where looking up is a risky business, and umbrellas have become a necessity for reasons I'd rather not describe in detail. Now, you might be wondering how bad this monkey situation really is. Well, let me paint you a picture, and I apologize in advance for the imagery. Bumfuck, once a quaint little town, is now quite literally drowning in, monkey business. The local car wash has never seen so much business, and I've heard rumors that they're considering changing their name to Pooh Begone. But it's not just the mess that's causing problems. These flying monkeys are relentless. They swoop down from the sky, screeching and hollering, causing mayhem wherever they go. The local baseball team had to cancel their season because every time they tried to play, it turned into a game of dodge the flying primate. And don't even get me started on the local farmers. They're saying their crops have never been so, well, fertilized. It's gotten so bad that the town's motto has unofficially changed from a nice place to live to watch where you step. As you can see, the citizens of Bumfuck are doing their best to clean up this mess, but it's an uphill battle. The monkeys seem to have an endless supply of ammunition. Back to you in the studio. You'd think that with all this chaos, the man behind the curtain would step up and take some responsibility. But oh no, not our emerald friend from Oz. The wizard has been dodging calls faster than those monkeys dodged the town's makeshift defenses. Last I heard, he was claiming to be on a much-needed vacation in Munchkinland. But wait, it gets better. The wizard isn't just ducking responsibility. He's pointing fingers at the Lollipop Guild. I know, it sounds crazy. According to the wizard's spokesperson, the guild's recent strike over candy cane production quotas led to a sugar shortage in Oz. This shortage, they claim, caused the flying monkeys to go into a frenzy and escape to our world in search of sweets. It's a story so full of holes, you could use it to strain spaghetti. The Lollipop Guild, for their part, are furious. I managed to get a statement from their leader who said, and I quote, "This is nothing but a bunch of humbug. The wizard's just trying to lollipop the wool over everyone's eyes." As the blame game continues, the citizens of Bumfuck are left to deal with the consequences. It's a sticky situation, both literally and figuratively. Just when you thought this story couldn't get any weirder, folks, the cavalry has arrived. And by cavalry, I mean an army of what can only be described as R2-D2's angry gun-toting cousins. That's right, the Department of Defense, in all its infinite wisdom, has decided that what Bumfuck really needs is a fleet of miniature robots with a serious firepower problem. They're calling them Seamon drones, but the locals have already dubbed them Bonerbots. And let me tell you, that name is uncomfortably accurate. But here's the kicker. These little guys pack a serious punch. We're talking 5.56 rotary guns firing at a mind-boggling 4,000 rounds per minute. Picture this. A cute little R2-D2 look-alike rolling around town, but instead of beeping and booping, it's got a, rather suggestively placed rotary gun sticking out of its lower half. The sound is, well, it's something else. Imagine a swarm of angry bees, but each bee is actually a tiny explosion. It's deafening, it's chaotic, and it's apparently our best hope against the flying monkey menace. The DoD claims these Bonerbots are more cost-efficient than the previous CRAM systems, which were apparently overkill. Because nothing says measured response like an army of autonomously roaming, trigger-happy trash cans. Well, folks, that's the situation here in Bumfuck. A town under siege by flying monkeys, defended by robotic trash cans, and caught in the middle of a bizarre political struggle involving a wizard and angry lollipop makers. This is Dick Skeeter, signing off and heading for a much-needed shower. Back to you in the studio. And there you have it, folks. Bumfuck, Ohio. A town under siege by flying monkeys, drowning in primate waste, caught in a blame game between a wizard and some lollipop enthusiasts, and now protected by an army of suggestively armed robots. If it sounds like a fever dream, well, I'm right there with you. This is a crisis that defies logic, reason, and probably several laws of nature. As night falls here in Bumfuck, the sound of screeching monkeys is now punctuated by the relentless buzzing of our new robotic defenders. The air is thick with the smell of, well, you can imagine, and the distinct aroma of burnt gunpowder. The citizens of this beleaguered town are left wondering what tomorrow will bring. Will the monkeys finally be driven back to Oz? Will the wizard ever face the music? And just how long before someone trips over a boner bot and files the world's most unusual lawsuit? Only time will tell. For now, this is Dick Skeeter, signing off from the front lines of the strangest battle I've ever witnessed. Remember, folks, keep your heads down, your umbrellas up, and maybe, just maybe, invest in a good pair of noise-canceling headphones. Good night, and good luck.
Alright, so this was basically my vision of the CMON bot concept, which it would be a scaled down like CRAM or CWIS, scaled down to about the size of R2D2. I'll have a 5.56 millimeter gun sticking out the bottom of it, a big ass nutsack for all that 5.56 ammo, and yeah, you got the big old silo on top that would house all the flying monkey engagement systems, like the, or FME, you would call it, the FME radar and all that. And yeah, they're called boner bots, called CMON bots or CMON bots, however you want to pronounce it. But this was my original design concept, maybe some robotic legs if the monkey poop gets too deep. But this was my original concept for a robot that shoots down FMOs, or flying monkeys, from Oz. So, yeah, the AI kind of conjured up a menagerie of different robots, which I guess would fall under
We're talking
CMON, counter monkey bots. So
apparently overkill.
I guess that works. But yeah, I spent way too much money on this shit. Never again, dude. Never again am I spending money on a generative AI. It's not worth the gamble. You could get something cool, or you could get monkey shit. Flying monkey shit. That's what y'all got today, was a video about flying monkey shit. Alright guys, have fun, don't die.